If you live in Birmingham, UK, chances are that you've had your takeouts delivered to you by Britain's youngest billionaire. From delivering pizzas as a full-time student to opening a flagship store in London, Ben Francis has taken his Gymshark brand to astronomical heights. And he's only just begun. But how exactly did he do it? Ben Francis hails from a small UK town near Birmingham called Bromsgrove, where in his parents' garage, Francis managed to launch his Gymshark brand. Dividing his time between studying business management at Aston University and delivering pizzas for Pizza Hut to fund his little venture, Francis grew his knowledge of the business world through working for his grandfather's construction business. Francis says that his grandfather's decision to remortgage their house to fund a big contract taught him the risk that came with running a business. He applied those same principles to his Gymshark brand. Francis picked up an IT class at college, where he learned app development and built 4 iPhone apps to help users make custom workout plans and access fat loss videos. He also created 7 websites during this time, one of which would serve as Gymshark's official website. Teaming up with his friend Lewis Morgan, Francis switched to selling supplements online. Instead of buying the contract with a South African supplement company for £8,000 a month, the duo began to dropship the supplements to have zero costs. After getting no orders for a couple months, Gymshark made their first sale of £52, out of which only £2 was the profit margin. The company eventually started turning over small profits by buying the supplements in bulk for cheaper. By 2012, Francis and Morgan used their profits to buy screen printers and sewing machines, launching their fitness clothing business. Francis claims the profit margins on clothing were almost 3 times as much as supplements and had greater volume. Partnering with manufacturers in countries like Pakistan, Gymshark was able to produce huge volumes of clothes for a relatively cheaper price. One of the biggest issues Gymshark has faced has been in regard to the intense competition in the fitness niche. Brands like Nike, Lululemon, and Under Armour have significant presence in the market, as well as bigger facilities, higher volumes for production, and higher budgets for marketing. Gymshark has had to invest heavily in marketing and advertising efforts to build brand awareness and attract new customers. Francis grew Gymshark as an online-only brand that connected with potential customers through social media platforms. Gymshark promoted their products via Instagram posts and partnerships with content creators centered around the fitness niche. Gymshark eventually became a household name among fitness communities online. Using fitness social media influencers to promote their merchandise, Gymshark was able to gain traction on their website. In 2013, Gymshark sold out at the Body Power Expo, where fans of Gymshark-sponsored athletes flooded their booth. Revenue increased 100-fold, with daily sales going from $450 to $45,000 worth of merchandise. Following an intense guerrilla marketing strategy, small online creators agreed to work with Gymshark for as little as $500. Francis quit his university in 2014, when Gymshark's revenues touched the £250,000 mark. Gymshark focuses on a primarily younger audience to target their products at. Gymshark has also created a unique customer loyalty program called the Gymshark Conditioning app, which provides customers with customized workouts and nutrition plans. As of 2023, the app has been downloaded over 100,000 times on iOS and Android. The company has struggled to manage its supply chains and production processes in the past. This has led to issues with inventory management, shipping delays, and product shortages, which have frustrated customers and hindered the brand's growth in some markets. In 2015, the company hit a roadblock when the servers crashed on their website. Gymshark's payment gateway failed on the Black Friday sales, causing orders to go out without being paid for. The company lost $143,000 as a result. Using this as a catalyst, Francis decided to invest in restructuring the company, making the supply chain base stronger, as well as improving the company's online presence and the website. The risk paid off when the company hit revenues of £16.6 million in 2016, and nearly £50 million the year after. Gymshark's online presence has gone well and beyond simply social media, with daily traffic on the brand website reaching just under 2 million a day by late 2017. The brand's daily traffic peaked on the 2018 Black Friday sale, when the website was visited over 6 million times in the same day. 98% of this traffic was organic and only 2% was paid for, meaning that Gymshark did not need to invest heavily in paid search campaigns. This can be attributed to a vast number of expos and pop-up stores, as well as events that Gymshark organizes, that increase the word-of-mouth awareness around the brand. As for social media, Gymshark relies heavily on YouTube, which accounts for nearly 60% of all Gymshark traffic. The company cultivates a motivational brand image where they feature fitness celebrities and fashion experts on their channel. Other social media contributors include Facebook at 15% and Instagram at 8% of Gymshark's traffic, among others. TikTok has been used by the brand to run the 66 Days Change Your Life Challenge, where viewers share their transformation under Gymshark's campaign. This has helped the brand increase traction on the fastest growing social media platform out there. Gymshark joined hands with creators like Ribka Twins, Anna Archer, and L'Oreal, all of who have major audiences on TikTok. As for influencer marketing as a whole, the company claims that all their partner influencers are brand ambassadors for Gymshark. On Instagram, Gymshark chooses large following fitness accounts and sponsors those influencers. In return, the athletes wear Gymshark and create Instagram posts about the brand. At the same time, they insert a reference to the Gymshark website in their Instagram bio. By 2018, Gymshark was increasing at a rate of 62% each year. Francis was named in Forbes 30 Under 30 Europe list, after Gymshark's famous We Lift This City's campaign. Gymshark was hitting over $200 million in sales, and bringing in $18 million income. Francis and Morgan had moved out of their hometown, opting to set headquarters in Solihull instead. Gymshark has also launched collaborative products with other brands in the sports and athleisure industry. Most notable has been the launch of Gymshark shoes with Reebok in 2019, which was a significant success as the range sold out within hours of their release, indicating strong demand from customers. This was further supported by positive reviews from both customers and industry experts, who praised the shoes for their comfort, performance, and design. While exact figures for sales of the Reebok shoes weren't revealed, Gymshark recorded a significant jump in its overall revenue in 2019, bringing in nearly $250 million over the year. Analysts say that a significant part of it was made possible because of the Reebok deal. By 2020, the company had garnered unprecedented attention, and General Atlantic purchased their stake in the company at the time of the COVID pandemic. This deal saw General Atlantic's European head of consumer, Melis Ocar, attain a seat on the board of directors. As of today, General Atlantic owns 21% of the company, with Lewis Morgan selling away his stake in the company for $130 million, parting ways with Gymshark as a result. Francis now remains the sole majority shareholder, with 70% of Gymshark still under his control. The deal itself helped Gymshark raise £200 million in funding. The investment has helped Gymshark to accelerate its global expansion plans and invest in new product lines and technologies. The brand has also continued to innovate, launching new products such as Gymshark Energy Plus Seamless Leggings and the Gymshark Adapt Seamless range. The Energy Plus Seamless Leggings have also been featured in a number of high-profile fitness publications, including Women's Health and Shape magazine. These endorsements have helped to boost the popularity of their leggings and drive sales. Francis embodies the characteristics of what makes Gymshark such a successful global brand. Hiring the right people for the right job. Having grown an extensive team to over 500 employees, Gymshark values attributes such as resilience, adaptability, and a growth mindset. Among some of the best performing employees, Francis attributes the success of Gymshark to senior leadership at the company, including figures like Paul Richardson and Steve Hewitt. Hewitt joined the brand in 2015 and has gone on to become the CEO, a position which he holds to this day. When COVID hit, analysts expected Gymshark to struggle, as gyms around the world were shutting down. Defying all odds, Gymshark continued their growth and brought in $261 million in revenue. However, it was their community work that was pointed out in the pandemic. Gymshark launched their charitable movement called the Sweaty Selfie, where the company donated £5 for every workout selfie posted with their hashtags. Gymshark ended up donating $180,000 to the NHS. They also provided a platform on their website for fitness trainers to sell their workout routines when COVID forced gyms to go out of business. Gymshark has understood that for maximum utilization of their resources, they have to scale outside the UK too. The large majority of their foreign growth focuses on the US market, where Gymshark has set up their first office in Denver. The US market accounted for nearly 40% of all Gymshark sales in the last quarter, which was the single largest proportion of any market, exceeding even the UK. Other major markets for Gymshark include Canada, Australia, and the Netherlands, which accounted for 9, 5, and 4.7% of all traffic on the Gymshark website respectively. The brand now sells its products in over 180 countries worldwide. To achieve this goal, Francis invested heavily in his supply chain and logistics, ensuring that Gymshark products could be delivered quickly and efficiently to customers around the world. This has included opening pop-up stores in New York and London, and partnering with high-profile retailers like Selfridges to sell their merchandise. The company realizes that the activewear market will grow to over $350 billion worldwide by 2025. The majority of this growth will come in the Asian market, which Gymshark has yet to settle its foothold in. Gymshark's year-on-year growth in the athleisure wear market exceeds that of the established market leaders. Giants like Nike and Lululemon still make considerably larger revenues than Gymshark, bringing in $47 and $8 billion respectively in the last year. Nike operates in multi-geographic markets and has a long-standing history, making it the most significant player in the fitness market. Lululemon, on the other hand, caters to a high-paying audience and has seen significant growth in recent years. Gymshark's audience is split halfway between men and women, meaning that the company doesn't need to limit itself to one particular type of product, and rather sell greater volume in all areas of fitness and athleisure, unlike Lululemon, which primarily focuses on women's fitness wear. In an attempt to chase down their competitors, Gymshark tried their hand at an IPO at the London Stock Exchange in late 2022. The company was expected to do well in public markets, but chose to cancel their IPO at the last minute, despite their valuations at around £4.5 billion, and expected revenues at £700 million a year. The company cited volatile market conditions as the reason for the cancellation. It must be noted that several key figures in the company had left Gymshark prior to the talks of going public, and Francis was dealing with unprecedented amounts of pressure about his ability to transition the business into a public company. Francis, however, is determined to make a statement, with Gymshark opening a flagship store in London's esteemed Regent Market. An 18,000 square foot marvel, the flagship store opened back in October 2022 and has been very well received. The store hosts a range of events and activities, including fitness classes and workshops. The store's lower level includes a dedicated event space that can be used for product launches, brand activations, and community events. Francis believes the store's central location secures the company's short-term future and improves the branding image of the business. And this has reflected in the sales. Overall revenue touched the $600 million mark in 2022, rising 21% from the $502 million made in 2021. The company, now worth $1.45 billion according to Forbes, is set to have an even better year in 2023, with expected sales to be somewhere in the region of $680 million, half of which is expected to come from the US market. Ben Francis himself has received an MBE award and is worth in the region of $1.2 billion. Having stepped down from the CEO position since 2017, Francis has taken the company to great lengths as the CPO. While they are still miles behind market leader Nike, Francis intends to close the gap. And the London flagship store is a vital first step in this journey. Essentially, Francis has set out to make Gymshark one of the biggest fitness brands in the world. At the time of the General Atlantic deal, Francis said that Gymshark has the potential to be for the UK what Nike is for the US, and Adidas is for Germany. And he might turn it into just that.